Hey, good evening, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. So, like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things, okay? I wanted to get on. We was waiting for this earlier today, but evidently they just put it out because it just happened to come up into my feed. They just put it out 14 ago. Um, the prosecutors in Young Dolph case has spoken. Okay, the prosecutor has spoken, and let's see what he has to say.
We are just weeks away from the highly anticipated trial for the men accused in the killing of Memphis's own Young Dolph. The trial date is set for September 23rd, and still many questions remain on what the public can expect. WREG's Quimitra Wilborn spoke to prosecutors who say they anticipate a speedy trial.
The judge is announcing today that we're sticking with the trial date, and all parties need to be ready for that trial date, September 23rd.
After almost 3 years, the details surrounding the 2021 killing of Adolph Thornton Jr., known by thousands as Young Dolph, will finally be revealed. The two accused gunmen, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith, will go to trial on September 23rd. Johnson was scheduled for a hearing Friday morning, but prosecutor Paul Hagerman says the attorneys agreed the hearing was unnecessary.
We already have a trial date. The attorneys got together beforehand, and there wasn't a need for the hearing.
Earlier this year, a judge granted Johnson a change of venue request. Therefore, the case will be heard in Shelby County, but they will bring in outside jurors. Hagerman says they expect the trial to last only a few days.
We tend to move fast here in Memphis, so I think we're hoping to wrap this trial up in 6 or 7 days.
However, the journey to get to this point was slow. Johnson's trial was initially set to start back in June, but his attorneys told the judge that that date would not give them enough time to have their evidence reviewed by experts. Attorneys on both sides of the case have been tight-lipped regarding any details or evidence surrounding the case. We asked Hagerman how many witnesses the state plans to call forward, but he wouldn't say. However, it is believed Justin's half-brother, Jamarcus Johnson, who pled guilty last year to helping his brother escape, may be called to testify as part of his plea deal. Jamarcus Johnson and Hernandez Govan, the accused mastermind behind the killing, have both been ordered to attend the trial. It's unclear if Govan will testify. Hagerman says jury selection begins 1 week before the trial. Reporting for your news leader from the CJC, Quimitra Wilborn, WREG News, Channel 3.
Okay. So they decided that there was no need today for a hearing. Okay. And they says that the judge said the trial will go on. Now, I will say this. I did put some tea in my members about the jury. Now, he's saying that jury selection will be a week before the trial or whatever. But I beg to differ on that because I do know that they had already been doing, you have to have people come in for interviews as it relates to that. In a couple counties around the Shelby County area. Now, maybe they'll wait to decide, but I don't think they're going to wait to decide on who they're going to pull in for the jury pool. They might wait, with a case like that. They may already know who it is and notify them a week before time. I guess they can do that. But I kind of tend to believe that they already have the jurors based on what I said, because they started their jury selection and doing the interviews probably about a month or so ago. So, but the prosecutor says, okay, that he expects for the trial to be over in 5 or 6 days. Now, I'm telling you now, that's a person that's very secure about what they got to present. He feels like they got it in the bag. And he don't expect for it to go on too long. But one thing that I will reiterate is that I'm very happy about how, and I have spoken about this a lot, about how they have protected the witnesses. He wouldn't say how many witnesses that there are. He knows without a shadow of a doubt, if he expects for that trial to be over in days, he already knows that there are going to be convictions. They got their ducks in a row. And it has, if you see that, it was the defense who was consistently wanting time. And I think Straight Drop's attorney, the judge must have given him word that the trial was going to go on, because I believe that he probably, because he was asking for a motion, um, to probably, because they was going to try to play some games, and it was more than likely denied. Okay. She denied it. After she denied it, there was no need for the, to go to court today. And the trial will continue on September the 23rd. Okay. So, if you're a defense attorney and you know that you got your case in the bag or whatever, why would you continuously want a continuance? Why would you want to move the case out of Shelby County, right? If you already know you got this case in the bag, okay? So that's kind of how you know that oftentimes defense attorneys are supposed to pop their collar. That's how they get their clients. But it's not that, okay? I think with the witnesses that are going to come in and all of that, I'm glad that Hagerman wouldn't say how many, because he shouldn't. Um, hey, that's gonna seal all of that, right? And then when Straight Dropping them are, um, when that is put to rest, that's when the real situation starts. I know, people want it to be over when Straight Dropping them go to jail, but I don't feel like Straight Dropping them should have to go lay down by themselves. I don't. It's really sad to me. It goes back to, because I'm very tenderhearted, um seeing these young men having to happen to go and spend the rest of their lives in jail because they, unfortunately made the wrong decisions, because you had older people that should have been guiding them in the right direction, misguiding them in the wrong direction. And so I guess it's only fair, because young Dolph can never get up out of his grave. They stripped young Dolph's children of their future with their father and his family, and stripped him of all of his dreams, right? And so Straight Dropping them, hey, that's only right for them to have to go spend the rest of their lives in jail, but it's not right for them to have to go spend the rest of their lives in jail by themselves. The people who paid for that hit is initially the ones that took Young Dolph out. They're even more responsible than the people that was out there that fired those shots, and that is the root of the tree. And if that root of the tree, when the root of the tree is dug up, then I can say that Young Dolph truly got justice. Okay? I can say that Young Dolph truly got justice. Right now, this is just the beginning. And, I pray, for the witnesses, and that they're not pressured, and that they are, safe, and their families are safe, and they feel secure enough to do the right thing, and they continuously protect them. I pray for Young Dolph's family. I ask God to give them the strength as it relates to being in his trial, looking at those videos of his last moments of breathing on this earth. And my prayer had been for 2 years ago, because I knew that Young Dolph's father was sick. My prayer was for God to give him the strength that he needed to be able to look the killers in the eye and see that he gets justice for his son. Okay, continuously to breathe life in him and give him strength, so that he can have the strength to walk up in there and see these persons that did this to his child, and also give him strength all the way through this to be there with his mother when they make these other indictments, okay, on these Negroes that, think they managers and execs and CEOs and all of that participated in this, because they are ultimately the ones, because of their jealousy, because they thought that they were strategizing to get him out the way so that they could corner a market, and their jealousy. Okay. They are ultimately the ones that is the reason for all of this chaos. So there has to be some retribution as it relates to that. And I think if young Dolph has to be stretched out in that grave for the rest of his life, I feel like they should have to be stretched out behind the wall for the rest of their life. I didn't say in the wall, I said behind the walls of those of the prison. Okay. So yeah, hey, it's time to get this on the road because it's time to get it started. This is actually the beginning. It's not get ready to be the ending. It's this is actually the beginning, and it's time for that. And his family is going to need strength more than anything now. And I'm going to let you all know now. Okay, I will not be tolerant of anyone coming into my chat speaking illy of Young Dolph's loved ones. I understand a lot of people that do that. They are misinformed by people that are paid by the people that did this. The people that did this ought to be trying to repent to God instead of paying these damn fools. Okay, so people ought to have a conscience about what they do and not be led by money so much. That's why that's all right. They're gonna be croaking out, dying on live. Okay, you ain't gonna see them. They're gonna be having drug overdoses. Okay, when they start putting that type of stuff into the atmosphere, but it will not be tolerated in my chat. I'm just not going to allow it. Not at all. Okay, I just cannot. Allow that type of vitriol to be put into to talk about his family and his kids and stuff, his loved ones, okay, in my chat when they are truly the victims. They got to go through this. We may be fans of Young Dolph, but we could never want justice more than the people that was affected by him on a day-to-day basis, who was actually in his life, okay. But yeah, the prosecutor speaks. And he says the trial will be over in days, which means the experts that are going to come in don't mean a damn hill of beans. Okay. He's very confident. That tells you a lot right there. Now, let me look and see if Cornelius' trial starts. I'm gonna see because I had not seen, that was the first time I seen Cornelius' attorney, so I know that was an old situation. Um, But let me see if they put trial by Cornelius, because I don't think that Cornelius is going to trial. I don't believe that he's going to trial, and um, yet, okay, yet I'll say yet, because it had not trial was not by his name. Now he might be there. It was showing that he was supposed to be there, but it said nothing about a trial. Let's see. So normally it has that. Well, we get ready to see though. That's all. We just gonna see what's going on. Maybe for some reason they didn't put that there for, I don't know. They forget. Report date. Um, it's still saying report date. So let's see what they're saying about Justin Johnson. Johnson Justin. Because I think they had trial by his name. Mm, let's see. Yep, they got trial. I mean, I was trained on this system. So, I mean, I know that when it's a trial, they're supposed to put that. Cornelius would definitely be there, but I don't think that that's his trial. Okay. Um, don't mind me though, because I don't be knowing nothing. I was trained on the system, but I know nothing. Everybody else do. Okay. So maybe it's a typo, but they've never had trial dates. Even when the trial was supposed to be in February and in June, it had his report date, which means he was supposed to be there for whatever reasons, but it never said his trial. So pay attention to that because they're always supposed to put trial in the system when it's a trial. So just kind of pay attention to that. Now let me see if they put that Govan. They've already said that it's not Govan's trial. They have already said that. I want to check a couple more things before I let y'all go. Okay. I want to edit this video and put the graphics and stuff on it, but I don't feel like it. When I finish doing this, I'm gonna get right back in in the bed. I'm tired. Um, let's see. No, he has to be in court on 9/9. That's a report date for him. Let me see about Jamarcus. You know what? I did show Jamarcus. He has to be there. What's that other guy's name? Devin Burns. Let me see if Devin Burns gonna be up in there. Let me see what his court dates are. I'm being messy now. Let me see. Uh, he got to go to court in a couple days. Mm. So I don't guess he gonna be showing up. I don't reckon. You know, they mum about the witnesses. I don't reckon he got to. Lord, y'all don't tell me all Devin Burns charges have been thrown out except for one. Y'all don't tell me all Devin Burns charges have been thrown out except for one. Remember, he had attempted unalive. He had all types of charges. Don't tell me all of his charges been thrown out except for one. Is he out? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Now I ain't. Hold on. Y'all just give me a few minutes. Um, he had a whole lot of charges, but it's only one is only showing at this point, and it's 100,000. But just know now, the jail system, um, the jail system does not show with the court system. The court system is mainly more updated. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. 920. That's him. I'm looking at. That's showing him. Um, Child. Criminal attempts. Okay. He's got one, two, three, four criminal attempts on unalivings. Okay. All right. So his bond is only $100,000. Um, did he have a bond at first? I'm not sure. Let's see. 7604. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see something. Okay, held to state. Okay, that theft of property has been held to state. Hmm. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see. It's showing in one. Okay, so I guess he still has them all. He's got to go to court. Um, he just has. They just held one of them to state. Okay, they held one of them to state for whatever reasons, but the other ones might get thrown out. It'd be interesting to see what's gonna happen with him in court in a few days. Okay, but anyways, y'all, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.